Hey everybody, Jeff here at Fat Boy Farms. Just down here in the garden. Want to get the rest of my planting done if I possibly can get it done today. My wife and I, Mrs. Fat Boy, we just got back from dinner at Texas Roadhouse not too long ago, but I wanted to get out here and get this taken care of. I just wanted to show you my tomatoes that I planted. A little bit concerned with them. These are Roma tomatoes that I planted, and even though we got a lot of rain yesterday afternoon, they are still looking, some of them at least are still looking some little weak, and so not sure what's going on with them. Hopefully they come back and they'll be all right. That one I've got to get propped up because it's, for whatever reason, just bent right over. But we started planting over here, getting some Brussels sprouts in, and then I happened to think, oh, you know what? I don't have my camera going to make a video of this. So just getting now my Brussels sprouts around to get them planted. I did get one lonely little watermelon plant planted up here. I had bought 4. That's the only one that's currently survived. So I'm going to plant some seeds to see if that's going to help out a little bit to get them going. So anyway, I just want to get this, get the garden done, get it planted, and then that's one chore off my list. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything, you just let me know. I would love to hear your suggestions. I've been telling my wife and daughter that kind of feeling a little overwhelmed. I think one thing is I'm so late, in my mind anyway, I'm so late getting stuff in the ground that I've just kind of lost motivation, which is kind of unusual for me because this is one of the things that I really enjoy doing, is being down here in the garden and getting my hands dirty in the soil. But for some reason this year I don't know whether it's because so much going on with work or what, I don't know. Like I say, it just seems to me I've lost my drive, I guess. I guess you would say, to go ahead and get these things done. But we're going to go ahead and get them done, get these watered, because even though we did get the rain yesterday, these are still very dry, you know, being in them little pots with the roots in them. They dry out pretty fast. So we got to get these watered after I get them in the ground, along with the rest. Like I say, these are Brussels sprouts, but I have cabbage to get in. I have cauliflower to get in, broccoli to get in, a few more tomato plants, and some eggplants. So I hope I can get all that done today. We're going to see. So what have you guys planted this year so far? Are you behind? Are you much better off than I am? Probably are. I mean, on top of everything else, the weather hasn't been the greatest here in upstate New York to go ahead and get a garden in. Between earlier this year, we had more rain, I think, than expected. And then it was cool. Our last frost was early May, I guess it was, which in a different video I talked about the lilac bushes, that we didn't have any lilacs blossom this year, and I think that's because they probably got froze back in early May. So another chore is to get those trimmed off and ready for next year. But I'd love to hear what you guys have got planted. I have some sweet banana peppers planted, some regular green peppers, I think they're green peppers anyway, planted. I want to plant some pepper seeds. for some multicolored peppers, see if I can get any of those to grow yet this year. And I have some snap peas, some pole beans, some bush beans that are already planted. And other than the Roma tomatoes, I have, I guess they're called big boy tomatoes or something. I got them at the local Amish greenhouse anyway. And they were like, they said their ones that they really like was these type of tomatoes. So I got some of those to get those planted. So they're in, and they seem to be doing pretty good. I got cherry tomatoes. They seem to be doing really good. I actually have some volunteer cherry tomatoes from over here, from where they were last year. Oh, I did plant some acorn squash and some honeydew. No, not honeydew. Cantaloupes. That one doesn't look very good right now, does it? But cantaloupes. I've got regular cucumbers, pickling cucumbers, zucchini, and I don't know whether butternut or spaghetti squash. Spaghetti squash planted. I didn't find any butternut squash plants anywhere. Oh, I do have some eggplants to get planted too. 4 different eggplants. A little basil. But I didn't find any, butternut squash. So I do have some seeds. I think they're butternut squash seeds. I didn't label the bag last year, of course, so I'm not exactly sure what they are. So we'll get some of those planted and find out what we're going to get. We may have a lot of spaghetti squash and no butternut squash, but so we'll see. I don't even know why I really plant squash, because my wife and I are pretty much the only ones in our family that eat them. My daughter out in Michigan, she would eat them. Her family is vegetarian, so they eat a lot of, well, they eat vegetables, right? So they eat squash. We do eat zucchini, though. So we do have, I only planted 4 zucchinis because, you know, they grow like wildfire. So what kind of a garden do you guys have? Do you have gardens like mine? Do you have raised bed gardens? Which do you prefer? Ground level gardens or raised bed gardens? I do have the one raised bed garden back here. I was hoping to do another one this year. Still might get it done. I don't know. I didn't have the greatest luck with it last year, but we'll see how this year goes. I do have radishes, lettuce, beets, and carrots planted in it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not real good with the companion planting yet either. So if anybody has some advice on companion planting and how to do that, what you should plant with what, I'd really appreciate it. I don't know, we'll see if that one's going to make it or not. Really appreciate any advice you might have there. So this is emerald crown broccoli. I got my vegetable plants this year between the Amish greenhouse up the road from us, and there's another place down not too far from us called the Frog Pond. They're not a greenhouse, but I guess maybe you could, I don't even know if you could call them a nursery because they buy everything and have it brought in. But they are really good. They have a lot of good stuff, a lot of good prices. They still had a ton of vegetable plants when I was down there last Sunday. And I just saw on Facebook that they just got a delivery of fruit trees and berry bushes in. So I haven't planted any fruit trees or berry bushes yet. We've been here 5 years, and it's been one of the things that I've wanted to do is get some planted. So maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year I'll go get some fruit trees and get them planted. I wouldn't mind having some apples and maybe some peach trees or pear trees. I know my one daughter wants cherry trees, so if they have cherry trees, maybe I'll get those too. And I don't know, if you know, do you have to, like, if you buy one, should you buy two? Just because I don't know, like, the pollination part, if you need two to have good pollination, or does it matter if you have more than one? Or is, just having one good enough? Do you have to have two? I don't know. Again, I'd appreciate any advice you might have, because we're trying to do better at growing our own food and a little more self-sufficient around. I don't think I have these rows even close to straight, but that's okay. Just throwing my rocks over there into the middle. I'm trying to make a little pathway down the middle of the garden, so I have, kind of a split garden over here, so I can walk down the middle on the stones. Well, there's a nasty looking little bug right there, or worm, or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty creepy. Not sure what it's for. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I will come back and show you the finished product. But just want to make sure you guys had a little see what I'm going. And, like I say, send me some advice, send me some information on what you guys are doing. See you in a little bit. Hey guys. Well, I kind of ran out of steam, so I think we're going to call it quits for the night. But I did get all the broccoli planted and the Brussels sprouts planted, so I still have, and some more tomatoes planted, and I got a row of flowers planted along the side for seed, so we'll see what happens with those. So I still have to do the cabbage and the cauliflower tomorrow, but that'll be not too bad. And then we'll just see how it goes. I do have some basil that I need to get in, and sweet potatoes, which I've never grown sweet potatoes, so I'm not quite sure how to do it, but we're going to give it a try. Then some marigolds for around the tomato plants along with the basil, and then hopefully we'll be done. Maybe we'll stop back down to the frog pond or up to the Amish greenhouse and see what they've got left and try to put some more in. I do want to try to plant some more watermelon because we've only got that one plant. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get some watering done for these and then go in and relax. So you guys have a great night, and we'll see you again soon.